down that coffee cup and chuck away the chocolate bar. Because sipping and chewing is so over. Now it's all about breathing your food. You might think we've gone mad, but we're at the launch of Lewhif, the world's first breathable foods. Now all you need for the most instant coffee you can get and the quickest bite of chocolate around is to take a huff on one of these plastic tubes. This coffee one will provide a hit of caffeine without the cup, and these chocolate varieties will offer a sweet treat without the calories or the guilt. It sounds a bit like a snack from the Jetsons, so we're going to talk to the Harvard professor David Edwards, who invented Lewhif, to find out a bit more.
So the science is related to science that I've developed for the last 15 years for delivering drugs and vaccines to the lungs with simple inhaler devices. And so we've worked on insulin, and now we do a lot of work in the developing world for tuberculosis vaccines and drugs. All of that is aimed at getting drugs and vaccines into the lungs. And so what we did with the Whiff is to take that medical science and say, well, let's say we want to just get food in your mouth. And so we sort of changed, kind of reoriented that science. But a lot of the know-how that came from that medical science effort is in the Whiff.
Lewhif comes in 4 flavours: coffee, chocolate, raspberry chocolate and mint chocolate. Each tube costs $1.99 or $4.99 for a pack of 3 and contains 8 to 10 puffs. They're biodegradable and can be purchased at House of Fraser. We weren't too convinced by the powdery nature of the chocolate, but the idea of a quick caffeine hit made some sense. When you whiff, no laughing at the back please, because that's the terminology, you get these tiny particles, so small you can't even see them on camera, hit your tongue. And when you roll your tongue around your mouth, the coffee-flavoured particles will dissolve and fill your mouth with flavour. It's actually remarkably realistic. This coffee one, for instance, does taste like I've just had a sip. It's rather Willy Wonka-esque. As for the chocolate-flavoured ones, well, they might not rival the bars you'll find in your local sweet shop, but at only 1 calorie per tube could be a decent slimming aid. Plus, your chocolate can't melt in the sun and your coffee can't go cold. Will we see people chugging away at these like asthmatic chocoholics? Well, they might be met with plenty of scepticism and intrigue, and until then, we'll just have to suck them and see.
Protein bars are made with cricket flour. Yes, the insects. And they're part of an important trend in global nutrition. Insect protein, while less accepted in the United States, is commonly consumed by more than 2 billion people in the world today. People in Africa, Asia, and indigenous cultures in all parts of the world eat insects ranging from beetles to caterpillars to grasshoppers. These species are an excellent and readily available source of protein in their diets. In fact, last year, the UN released a report advocating insects as untapped for their potential for food. One of the founders of today's Grommet, Gabby Lewis, had attended a conference on climate change that discussed insects protein as not only valuable nutritionally, but also more sustainable and more environmentally friendly than other sources of animal protein, because it requires less land and emits fewer greenhouse gases. Together with his college roommate, Greg Suitz, who had an idea for a homemade protein bar, they created Exo and added cricket flour to up the ante in both nutrition and intrigue.
Exo was born out of a frustration with other protein bars and a desire for a product that is actually good for you. We eventually created a flour from crickets that is nutritionally superior to other protein sources.
Cricket flour is not only high in protein quantity, but also protein quality, containing all the essential amino acids. It also has more iron than beef, almost as much calcium as milk, and is very high in omega-3 fatty acids. Additionally, it's completely natural, requiring no artificial processing.
Just like other high-quality protein, these crickets are raised for human consumption and fed an organic grain diet. They are roasted and ground into flour, and in the final recipe, the bars get their flavor from dates and honey and their crunch from nuts and flax seeds. They are paleo-friendly, gluten-free, and dairy-free as well. Greg and Gabby know that the first step in their mission to gain acceptance for Exo is to overcome the perceptions about eating crickets. In fact, Exo bars taste like other natural high-protein bars, and with a sustainable and environmentally responsible mission, there's a lot to like. You just have to be willing to try them.
This isn't an everyday dress. This is definitely not your office job dress. This is a dress that kind of represents what is possible in the future of fashion technology. When animals are in fight or flight mode, when they feel stress, then their silhouette expands. That concept of that adrenaline response is the inspiration behind the dress. The whole dress is 3D printed from top to bottom, designed in collaboration with Francis Batanti. And then this is Flexinol wire. So the Flexinol wire is what's triggering the motion of the carbon fiber structure. It's 365 moving carbon fiber pieces.
Making garments intelligent is something everybody's trying to do. We're just trying to make it simpler and easier by putting this tiny little module in this dress to make it smarter.
The adrenaline sensor is a band in the inside of the dress, and that is responding to your breath. If your breath changes, then it knows, and then it knows you're feeling stressed, and then it expands. In the scenario where this dress would be interacting would be when the wearer feels that they're in danger, or when they feel that they need to be the most strong, powerful version of themselves and visually appear so. My goal for the long term would be complete customization, complete accessibility, having clothing be downloadable like an MP3, and having that change the entire industry where you'll just be like hacking a collection, downloading the files, applying it to your body scan, and printing it out in the color of your choice. That accessibility is something that I find really interesting.
Let's get real. Being a fluffy rabbit, it's not an easy job. You don't want to be too soft, you know? But all that, it's no big deal. It's part of who we are. No, the hardest part is when you're not together. When I get stuck into, like, the sofa. The Bermuda Triangle of toys. That really breaks my heart. And I'm not talking about the times when I was locked outside, left alone on the street, or who knows where. I just want to scream, "Lisa, I'm here. I'm under the sofa, Lisa." But of course, she can't hear me. I'm just a fluffy rabbit. Till that fated day. At first I thought, what is that? What is this thing? And then it dawned on me. I got a new partner, Aliba, my new voice. I know that if I need to be found, Aliba will start hooting. And if I slip away, Aliba will tell team parents if I am more than 100 feet away of their phone. Imagine that. I can't get lost anymore. Not getting lost and shining in the dark is great and everything, but like I said, I now have a voice. And trust me, that voice can do so much.
Sleep. He felt something was missing, but he didn't know what.
When Lisa is up, Aliba can enact riveting stories. Team parents pick a story in the app, or record one with their own voice to keep it real. Aliba works everywhere. Even without a phone, Lisa can just press Aliba's head to start the last saved story. But what I like the most is that I have a long-term partner, the smart kind. I get to see Lisa grow with Aliba. Team parents can adapt and download new content to make sure Aliba learns enough to keep Lisa interested. Since Aliba joined the team, it became super easy for Lisa to fall asleep. We can play so many songs, Team Parents just chooses one in the app and plays it. With Aliba's nightlight, Lisa can always find me in bed and fend off the nightmares of the dark.
I already hate this.
This is a Treadmill desk from Lifespan, and it's a desk that lets you walk and work at the same time. I got some of my Business Insider coworkers to try it for a day to see how they like it.
Ah, look at that. Very nice.
Feels okay. Feeling good.
Can I quit this?
It's hard to type.
There's no point. I'm less effective, like, trying to click things.
I'm misclicking on some stuff. Like, if there's something small I want to click on, I'll accidentally, like,
take a step and miss.
It's also kind of hard to read.
It's miserable. It's so stupid.
I find it kind of distracting.
My legs feel like all wobbly.
Right now, I feel okay, but that's because I just took a break a little while ago. I sat down.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm starting to finally get the hang of it. Actually kind of like it so far.
I feel fine. I feel like I could do this for a long time, probably because I'm walking so slowly.
This is probably the least happy I've been in a long time.
Compared to standing still in one place like you do on a traditional standing desk, this is much better because your legs are moving, and so you don't get the same kind of soreness from just staying fixated in one spot.
I feel good. I feel like I'm like working out. It's good for me.
I want to quit. I want to get off.
I'm tired, and getting off this thing, it's like getting off a ship. I'm woozy.
How did it affect my work? It certainly wasn't positive.
And I didn't get less work done.
I'm having a good time and I feel like I'm getting as much work done as I normally do.
Overall stakes positive. I like it.
I really enjoyed my experience.
I liked the experience.
I'm exhausted. I feel tired. I want to go to sleep. I don't want to be standing. I don't want to be walking. I don't want to be anything.
Tonight, there'll be stars on your pillow. Tonight, you'll dream the sweetest of dreams. Tonight.
Hey, so we've got an interesting thing happening here at the house. Turns out that, well, power's kind of on brownout, so things are going up and down, which gives us the perfect opportunity to test out the Wi-Fi t-shirt, okay? Because part of the problem of testing it is Wi-Fi's everywhere, but not when the power's going up and down. Alright, so here we go. Here's the shirt. Turning on the shirt. Kind of hard to do in the dark. But here we go. Okay. See it? Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so it's warming up. Look, 1 bar. I guess it's kind of a low power. Let's see what happens here in just a sec. Oh, it's gone away. Power's going down again. Oh, 2. The damn thing works. Isn't that impressive? There it is. Best Christmas gift in the world, and while I don't really like the power outage, pretty cool way to test things. And I will send this to you as soon as I get the power up. Bye!
That story.
It's a wonderful idea and it is super soft. It should be an unusual new product.
Feeling cold in these winter months? Does the heating bill keep going up? Snuggies are okay, but only keep you warm from the neck down. You need Fuggy, the face-hugging blanket, the ideal gift this Christmas. Talk on the phone in total warmth and comfort. Fuggy, the face-hugging blanket. Crossword puzzles without your brain getting cold. Fuggy, the face-hugging blanket. Making tea with ease and agility. Fuggy, the face-hugging blanket. Clean the house without getting a red nose. Having a snack while staying snugly warm. Fuggy, the face-hugging blanket. now comes in one gorgeous color, red! Get yours today for the special price of just $9.86 plus $24.55 postage and packaging. Call now on 0800 Fuggy for you or visit our website fuggyyourface.com.